Welcome to my very first review of um, the Disney Pixar movies. For this video I'm going to start off with, of course, Toy Story, which is the very first Pixar movie. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Toy Story, so stay tuned until after the intro.
It ain't there.
Okay, time for the review of Toy Story. This will be the first of many Disney reviews. Toy Story is, as we know, the very first Pixar movie, hence why I'm doing this movie first. It came out in 1995. I've got my trusty laptop right here. Just got notes of the movie so I don't miss anything out. And I will say, these videos will have major spoilers. So I'm just giving you a full in-depth of the movie, just talking. I'm not going to waste doing pictures. Just me talking. Okay, so as I said, this movie came out in 1995. The movie began with Andy, a young boy who playing with his toys, and Woody, which is a cowboy figure, well, toy, was his favourite toy to play with. And of course he was playing with her, and then the iconic theme came up. The Friend in Me song, which is very iconic for the Pixar movies. Well, just the Toy Story movies, but very iconic. It's sort of nostalgic. And that movie takes place on Annie's birthday. Well, not a birthday necessarily. A birthday isn't for another week, but he having like a party like the week before because he is moving. Woody found out that a party got is moving a week before, so he calls a staff meeting with the other toys to explain that they need to find out which toy is going to be played with by Andy. So Woody got them little soldier figures things and exploit sort of exploit, don't know what I'm trying to say, got them together and do a recon mission of the new toys. Then when the presents is over, they found out Andy might have a new favourite toy. All the sorry about the cut off. As I was saying, Buzz. Well, I know I've got to Buzz, have I? There's a new toy on Andy's bed, and they just wondering who it could be. And they found out it were one of the Space Ranger toys called Buzz Lightyear. And Buzz is sort of a special case. He thinks that he's actually a real live Space Ranger. He don't think he were a toy. But of course, all the toys were gathering around Buzz, sort of taking more notice to Buzz than Woody. Woody isn't the top toy anymore, which caused Woody to be incredibly jealous. and Woody um were really jealous that he kept on calling Buzz a toy, that he kept on insulting him. Was Buzz tried to fly to prove to Woody that he is not a toy. Of course, something went wrong, and he did fly, but he fell in style. But of course, everyone believed that he flew, which made Woody even more upset and angry. The next thing we know that the neighbor's kid called Sid is a very evil, twisted little boy who destroys toys in the most horrific way. But next, not long after that, because they are moving soon, Andy's mom thought to treat her son to go to Pizza Planet, which is basically an arcade and you can get pizzas and that. But Andy's allowed to bring one toy. Woody know that Buzz will be the toy he will pick, which in fact it was. But Woody did like a sort of scheme, and he intentionally wanted to knock Buzz off the bed so Andy's don't notice him. But it went completely wrong. Instead of off the bed, Buzz got knocked out of the window into the bushes. But of course, the toys saw what happens. Mr. Potato Head it's through the anger management. He's don't like Woody that much for some reason. He always have a beef with him, but that sort of took him over the edge. He decided that all the toys were about against him, but then Andy came up just in time and wasn't very happy about it. But Andy took Woody to Pizza Planet, where Buzz found. Well, Buzz saw that Woody was going in the car. He got angry and went in the car after him. And Woody, when they got to the petrol station, Woody and Buzz had a fight. They Buzz were fighting with Woody for knocking him out the window. But then they got knocked out of the car because of the fight, and they ended up in the petrol station and the car drove. So they stuck, but luckily the truck to Pizza Planet arrived in the nick of time, and they sort of hitched a ride to where Andy is. So they went to Pizza Planet, and only because Woody tricked Buzz in thinking if you go to Pizza Planet, he can get a spacecraft to his home planet. Buzz saw a grabbing machine and went inside because he looked. It's shaped like a spaceship, so he thought that is the ticket out of there. But instead, he meet them green aliens, squishy toys, and decided, trying to make peace with them. And then Sid shows up and got one of the green aliens and noticed Buzz Lightyear were inside the grabbing machine inside the grabbing machine. He won Buzz by grabbing him, but Woody tried so hard to make sure that doesn't happen. But of course, the claw were too powerful and the aliens were sort of going against Woody's will. So Woody went with Buzz to Sid's house. So Buzz and Woody were captured by Sid. So obviously that where the dangerous part of the story will begin. There, Woody saw some nightmarish looking toys, he were afraid of them to start with, but then because them toys are sort of horrific, they got like decapitated parts, like sort of combined different toys mixed together, the creations of Sid. Um, and also Sid got a nasty dog called Spud. I think his name is Spud or Spot or something like that. Um, but when you try to get away from Spud, the dog, Buzz went into a room which has the TV on, and the TV is showing a commercial to the toy Buzz Lightyear. Um, so Buzz learns the truth of his origins, that he's not in fact a space ranger, he's in fact a toy, which Buzz lost his mind. He completely lost his mind. He got in that depressed he lost it. And because he lost his mind, Woody found our open window and called out to his friends to the other side because they were neighbours. So when he called for the toys, Mr. Potato Head was still very angry with Woody, and he thought he lied then when Woody said Buzz was with him. But of course something happens when Buzz learned the truth. He thought he could fly, so he got and test that theory out, and of course he didn't, which caused him to damage his arm. So Woody got no. Buzz has one arm missing, and which were kind of funny scene. Buzz and Woody said to Buzz, "Give me a hand to speak to the other toys." Of course, Buzz being Buzz, he chucked his chucked his broken arm to Woody, and that was sort of a funny sort of scene. But the toys saw that it was Buzz's broken arm, so they closed the blinds of the other side and sort of turned your back against Woody. Now that means Woody's freedom is now failed. He Stu's trapped in Sid's house. But the evil nightmarish toys, what Woody were afraid of, actually fixed Buzz's arm and the other toys that Sid broken. But when Buzz came to his senses, he was so depressed. He didn't know what to do. He just wanted to pretty much end everything. But Woody spoken. Woody spoken to Buzz in a friend sort of manner, and sort of helped him to understand the importance of being a toy to Andy. Buzz came to his senses and decided to help Woody to get to Andy's house. But the moving truck showed up, and now they are racing against the clock. But Sid came, strapped a rocket to Buzz, and they went off to the garden where Sid going to set the rocket alight and explode Buzz to many pieces. So Woody decided to do the taboo thing and went and it made a plan with the nightmarish toys and doing something what no toys should ever do. So Woody and the toys got to the garden just in the nick of time and spoke to Sid, which they should never do. So it was Buddy versus Sid. So the Sid gotten so overwhelmed by all the toys rebelling against him. So that were sort of happened, and Woody saves Buzz Lightyear. And then Buzz and Woody decide to head toward the moving truck, and the moving truck were still going. So that mission was Woody managed to get to the moving truck, but not Buzz, because the Spud the dog was sort of interfering at the time. So Woody thought of a plan to help get him back to the moving truck, and I know I said enough spoilers at the moment, but I'm not going to tell you any more what happened. I don't want to spoil the ending of any movie because it's so brilliant. I love these Pixar movies, so I'm happy to do these videos, and I hope me talking about the movies not too boring. I hope you guys will enjoy these videos, and I hope you will support me to future videos. So I'm doing all Pixar, and then I'm doing all the Disney classics. So hopefully I'm going to try to fit 3 videos a week. I'm going to try to do that. And when I'm off from work for like a week or something, I'm going to try and fit more videos in at the time as well. So hopefully there'll be a lot more videos for this to come. So stay tuned for them. Thanks for watching. See you later.